Hey everybody. I know I haven't been doing much lately, but I was watching a few things, considering some older stuff, namely Super Mario Brothers, and some stuff about Minus World and whatnot, and so I figured I would want to talk about something. Sorry that this is just from a camera. It's not exactly the best, I know, but it's what we got. So I figured I want to talk about this thing. This thing is called a Power Player Super Joy 3. It's a clone, an unlicensed clone. Of NES, Famicom, around there. And so I figured I'd like to talk about it just because I've had it for a long time, and I just want to. It's a neat little piece of equipment, as cheap and as pirated as it is. So yeah, let's go ahead and do something with it. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on. We got some fun time there, very so. This, as it says, is 76,000 games in one. Yeah, right. It's actually 76. So you can scroll through here. I'm pressing the A and B buttons to scroll through these lists. You can see a lot of these get repeated already. A lot of them are just games that you may already know, though some of them are kind of named oddly. Now, the first thing I'd like to say here is that all of these that you'll see are the Japanese versions of the game. The Famicom versions are what will be on here. Of course, all the copyright information has been taken down, so first of all, we're going to go to a game where you couldn't even really tell. Let's see if I can find Super Mario Brothers here real quick. Okay, there it is, Super Mario. Go here. Normally you wouldn't be able to tell. They took down all the stuff that would make it copyright. This is a game where you wouldn't be able to tell if it was a Japanese or American copy. But yeah, here it is. It's on here. You can see the edited title screen. So let's reset again. You don't even have to hit the off button for any of that. So we're going to go down to a game where you would be able to tell based on the title screen, but they have gotten rid of it because they're pirating these games, and I don't really get the whole logic that was going on here, because you got people who are pirating the entire game and they think that taking off the copyright stuff on the title screen would actually help. But anyway, here's Elevator Action. I love this game. Taito made it, so good game, regionally arcade game, though I kind of suck at the arcade version. So normally here you'd see Elevator Action, and normally down here you would see where there's a blank spot below 1 and 2 players, you would see something that copyright title core, and it would be different depending on if it was the American or Japanese version, because the Japanese version would not have anything pertaining to licensing to Nintendo of America, whereas the American one would. So let's get out of this game before I start to play it. And we're going to go to, here's something I can do, is that I'm going to be able to prove that these are the Japanese ones on here by going to a game where you can tell the difference without looking at the title screen. Where is, Ice Climbers? There we go. So we're going to start here, and, have this basic thing where, as it takes up the thing. I'm not going to actually finish it because I want to give you an overview of this entire thing here. So we're going to go up here, if I can get up. Okay, already we see this thing. This seal. This actually is proof that this is the Japanese version of the game, because these seals were actually taken out in the American version. Mainly because people didn't want to offend anyone because you hit the seals with your hammer, so apparently that's kind of an issue here. I mean, I wouldn't know since I do nothing with, outdoors. But anyway, yeah, so this little thing that proves to you these are the Japanese versions of the game, but there is one exception I'd like to get to here, so I should actually stop playing. Yeah, no, I'm just going to stop playing now because I always die here. So we're going to go to, it's the first one. We're going to go to Contra. And now, Contra here, if you know anything about the American and Japanese version, this is actually the American title screen here. And really the only reason that they did this is because Japanese version has a story and everything. And so they put the American version in here because they wanted to save space on this, quote, NES on a chip that they made for this thing. And I'll probably just take a picture of what the system actually looks like so you can get an idea. It's an N64 style controller, and it actually comes with a Player 2 Genesis-like controller, or Mega Drive, if you're from Europe. and it comes with a little gun. And so let's go into a gun game real quick. Let's find Hogan's Alley. N64 style. You know, AC adapter plugs in here. AV cables, and then this is where the gun or controller 2 would come in. There's supposed to be a fake joystick here, but because I didn't really take good care of this thing when I was a kid, and yeah, just I got this as a kid, just I think like at the mall or something. That's where they sold these little things. At the back, we're going to see this little thing here. This is what I'm going to talk about in a little bit here, if we can get a good look. Having people tell me that I should put this up a little bit. So there's that. Here's the gun. Very nice, pretty clicky, I guess. Doesn't work, probably because I just messed it up. And then second controller, pretty much like a Genesis one. There are the 3 buttons here. I know, but these were never on here. A, B, C. C doesn't really go use. This thing unscrews, kind of like how you would have like a D-pad, and then on some of them you would be able to put a joystick in for like arcade games. But I mean, these are NES games. I don't really see how you'd have a use for that. So that's third controller. Okay, there's Hogan's Alley. And so we're going to start here, and we're going to see how badly this gun works. So I don't know if you can even see me pick up the gun from the other side here, but we're just going to shoot. I'm going to aim right for that guy right there. I must have pressed that like 30 times or something. I still didn't hit him. So anyway, that's that. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I'd like to talk about on here. Does have a few games that were never released in America. That's another way you could tell. Zippy Race is never released in America. It's some sort of Famicom game where you play this guy on a motorcycle. That's cool, I guess. It has catchy music. I forget how I get around these cars. Not like that. I don't know how I survived that. Holy crap. But I guess I'd just really like to talk a little bit more about the use of this system. Okay, now I remember. Oh, also, fuck that. Now I'd like to do a little something here. Oh wow, you know what? I'm stupid. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed those brief minutes without my voice there for a minute, because now I'm back. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn on the light here real quick so I can show you. This is my one and only Famicom game. It's Final Fantasy III. Hopefully you can see it. Great game, just kind of the thing I decided to collect, even though I can't really play it. So on to the little thing on the back of the first controller where you plug in something. This is a 60-pin connector, which means a Famicom game can go in here. That is an unadvertised feature of this kind of clone pirate system, because it was, it was made in America. I mean, it was sold mainly in America, so not too many people have Japanese copies. So we're gonna shove this in here. I'll probably just cut that part out right there, but you are supposed to have it in this way, label front towards you. So yeah, forget if I didn't cut it out, then just forget what I said earlier. I'm stupid.
Now let's try that again with feeling. Oh my goodness. This is not... Is this just not my day or what? Plug that back in. I feel like we're getting...
There we go. Okay, so the game is working. It's a bit buggy, mainly because it's kind of hanging in here. And so now we're going to get to the what I think is kind of the worst flaw of this system. And yeah, you can see it kind of graphically glitching up there. Okay, hopefully I didn't screw up my save, because oh my goodness. Yeah, you know what? I think there was a save right... Oh man, and this is all... Maybe I can fix it. Reset? Maybe? No. Okay, so... Alright, so what I feel the main flaw with this console here is, this pirate console, is that you're gonna go to turn on your game here, and this is the Final Fantasy game that I just showed you, and it works fine. Actually I tried it a few times, and I finally got it into where it works pretty well, so that's good. Looks all good. Let's hit start, and now you'll notice I have 3 save files here, all 3 of which are exactly the same, and you'll find out why here in a second. Actually, wait, can I increase the message speed? I can. Okay, well, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to go in here and start up our game here. We can walk around, do some stuff. We're walking around and whatnot, and then, oh, what was that? Uh-oh. I'm trying to do stuff and get into town here. Oh! I just hit the cartridge. That is what I wanted to show you. It just crashed the game. So if we reset the game here, And all of our save files are still here. I don't know, let's try it again. Let's like move it. Oh, yep, just crashed. Let's reset. Reset didn't work. Okay, well, sometimes when you reset the game like that, when it forcibly resets, you lose some of your saves. So, you know, maybe wise to make a lot of copies. Yep, and the main flaw is that, you know, your the cartridge is right near where you're hitting the joystick and the buttons, or not, rather the D-pad. And so it's very easy to hit the cartridge and have it reset or crash. I'm trying to remember if there's any other things I'd like to show off here. You can kind of see what games are on here. I'll kind of scroll through them. You know, some of them are misspelled, of course. This is some Chinese toy pirate thing. I don't know if you'd want to call it that, but Galaza instead of Galaga. There are probably some other things I missed there. And you can already see it's starting to repeat. And this says Tekken. It's not Tekken, it's Karateka, which is a Famicom and Apple II game, I think, made by Broderbund company, which I hate. But otherwise, that's pretty much it with this thing. It's I think it's a cool little thing just because I did a lot with it as a kid, and it can do a lot of stuff. There's like Donkey Kong Junior Math, which is calculator, and then I don't even know what this says, like Sansuo. I don't even know, but because I don't know Japanese, but yeah, that's pretty much it here. Just wanted to show you that the Power Player Super Joy 3 has a lot more to it than just being a pirate cartridge here. Let me just see if I can find, well, there's tennis, like I was telling you about. This is a tennis game, you know, it's Nintendo Tennis, but I want to see if I can find like a pirate game that would normally not even be, that you wouldn't find anywhere other than this thing. F1 Race. F1 Race is also an only Japanese release unless it was on the Game Boy. Oh, okay, well here's something. This says Pac-Man. It's not Pac-Man, it's Mappy. But the graphics to Mappy have been changed to one of the guys from Nuts and Milk, which is a Japanese Famicom game. So that's pretty weird. Some sort of I don't know what they were going for by calling it Pac-Man, but that's a bit weird. I always thought that was weird when I was playing Mappy, because I'm like, this isn't Mappy, this is some other weirdo guy. Also, wow, you just followed me there. Good job. Well, I might as well go over Aladdin 3 real quick. This is a game that was on, like, the Cultrin 6-in-1, I believe. One of those pirate game, not a real game, because it's a piece of crap. There's also a game on here that is a unofficial port of a game you might know. It's called Make Tracks and/or Crush Roller. It's called, like, Brush Roll on this. It's kind of strange. Look at that guy. He's really creepy. Kind of looks like he has like a blonde version of Jay Leno wig on his head, and he's all purple. Also, yeah, I just accidentally started the game. It was kind of weird. Like, went into the demo and then I started. This game is really strange. You go around, oop, yeah, and then you can't turn, and that guy kills you. You go around and you paint this area, and because the controller's sticky, sometimes you just I kill him doing that. Somehow I got him. That's good. These guys are kind of strange. They're like little squids? I don't even know. But look, I can like lure them towards me and then BAM! They're dead. But yeah, that's kind of a strange little game we have here. And then, enough of that. So now we're going to go back to where we just were, and we're going to go find that, the game that I was looking for a long time, and the camera ran out of battery, and it was just all bad. Magic Jewelry. This game uses the exact same music. It's made by Huang Xinwei, and it's Columns clone. Yay, Columns for the Sega Genesis, which is kind of like a weird Tetris type game, only with like 3 blocks instead of 4. Oop, I just paused it. And yeah, this game is just strange. There's the Statue of Liberty with a rising moon behind. I don't even know. But, I guess, yeah, that pretty much covers all the things I wanted to show you with this weird little machine here. So it's come to the end of our little fun time, so thank you guys for watching this. I hope I explained enough to you. And yeah, this has been Platinum just doing some stuff with the PowerPlay Super Joy 3. So I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. There was Hogan's Alley. Let's shoot at the screen here before we end. Let's do some useless shooting. Sure, I missed. Hey, watch where you're going, will you? Alright, we still beat the record. Hoorah. Alright, see you guys. Goodbye.